Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
Moisturizer or sunscreen or something. Beneath the Smoldering Lake, there are a set of caverns with imposing enemies, including the Smoldering Ghru. There are also 2 Black Knights who are willing to help you dispose of them with just a little provocation. I would recommend beginning at the Old King's Antechamber, which is the bonfire closest to both of the Black Knights, with the fewest meaningful opponents in between. Once you arrive at the bonfire and get your bearings, go down the stairs, past a few relatively insignificant enemies, into the narrow hallway, and then take a left through the invisible wall, spoilers, and get the attention of the Black Knight in that room. Immediately begin moving away from him into this larger 2-level chamber with 3 Smoldering Ghru and several lesser Ghru. Ignore the first doorway on the left. Go through the second, which is a staircase that takes you up to the 2nd level. Once on the 2nd level, immediately take a right, hug this left wall, and move towards the exit. If things go badly, you will be at another bonfire where you can reset everything. There are 3 possible outcomes to the Black Knight following you up here. The first is that he might destroy all of the Ghru on your behalf, giving you quite a few souls. The second is that the Ghru will dispose of the Black Knight, giving you quite a few souls. The third outcome is that a Ghru shaman will poison the Black Knight, causing him to die slowly as he chases you through the catacombs and out onto the surface of the Smoldering Lake. And while it might not happen very often, this last option is kind of entertaining. It also gives you free stuff. If you find this first path a little too dangerous and you're dying a little too often, get the attention of the Black Knight and lead him back towards your first bonfire in the Old King's Antechamber. Run into this small room with 3 Ghru, and then, after running a lap, leave. By that point, the Black Knight should have been hit at least once, and in a rage, he will try to strike down all of the Ghru before resuming the chase. And the typical outcome is that the Black Knight will run out of hit points first. To reach the second Black Knight, we want to go down that first passageway from the large chamber. From there, you'll go down a couple of staircases, past rats and basilisks, until you reach this intersection where you will meet both a Black Knight and a hostile NPC. The Black Knight is up the stairs on this bridge overlooking a pit of lava. No, he's not dumb enough to fall into the lava, but you have several ways to get his attention, including just walking up to him. While chasing you, he might dispose of any remaining basilisks for you, which is thoughtful, and you gradually lead him back into this large chamber, zigzag through the middle, go up the second staircase, which points up and to the right, and the Black Knight will very likely be struck by fireballs right away. When this happens, he completely loses his temper, and once he loses his temper, he does not live very long. And this is completely repeatable because both respawn every time you go to a bonfire. Beneath that bridge is a hostile NPC who I doubt respawns, and I ultimately chose to let Night Slayer Tsorig live just because he had a name. In theory, you could pit the second Black Knight against Tsorig, but I wanted to focus on easy ways to pit lots of enemies against each other, which is a really exciting part of this game.